Better?
You're dark as fuck.
Okay. You go over here?
Yeah. You might be better if you were that way, actually. Yeah, I think it's better if you're that way. Well, this is going to be a fun video because it's going to be like us trying to coordinate lighting. Okay, this is Deb with Dying Scene, and I am with Frank Iero. Frank Iero in the Celebration in Baltimore. Can we get a little backstory on the songs?
Sure. Well, I started writing maybe like end of 2012 or 2015, and it was just one of those things where it was just kind of a means to an end. Like I just wanted to start being creative, you know?
Okay.
Just a way to kind of feel human after I had felt horrible physically, you know? Yeah. So anytime I would start to feel really bad, I would just kind of force myself to get up and do something positive, you know? And before I knew it, I had a group of songs.
So, I don't know, let's pick a song at random. Guilt Tripping, what's it about?
That is a literal title. It's about...
feeling guilty.
It's about making someone feel guilty.
Making someone feel guilty. So, like, stuff my grandmother does?
Possibly, yeah. Yeah, something like that.
It's okay, I don't need anybody. I'll just lay here and die.
Yeah, just leave me here. Leave me behind. Kind of thing.
Cool. Joyriding.
Joyriding is about watching. It's about seeing despair in someone's eyes, and there's nothing you can really do about it.
Been there. All right. Somebody asked about Stitches also.
Oh, Stitches. Stitches is about giving up or feeling like you're inherently evil and coming to grips with that and actually finding power.
How does one do that exactly? Oh, you didn't find the answer in the song?
You know, I feel like you know, you can feel like a monster and hate yourself for it, or you can realize that that's just the way things are, and
isn't that a
okay with it.
Daily change though? It's like one day you're okay, and then
you know, it's I'm trying to think that song in particular, or are we going to extension?
What it's influenced by, you mean now?
Yeah. You know, sometimes you can be told something over and over again, and you can only not believe it for so long. Kind of thing, you know what I mean? So once you come to that realization,
something negative or something positive?
Yeah, both, really. You know, but and say in this instance it's negative. So you know, you can either hate yourself for either being that way or feeling that way, or you can find solace in it and own it.
Well, Beans, are you getting used to being a front person at all, or is that still rough?
Am I getting used to it? A little bit. Does that mean I like it or that it's awesome? No.
Why are you not like getting drunk right now so you can do it? That's what I would be doing.
You know, well, one, if I drink beer, it makes me burp, and that's horrible to be.
That could be awkward.
And I like to be more present than that when I play.
You like to be engaged.
A little bit. A little bit.
Just a little engaged, not too engaged. You get out of hand.
It's weird, yeah, because like I have a regimen of medications that I take that put me in the right state of mind.
The last time we spoke, you were in a band where you used to throw yourself into the crowd. You're not doing that with this project.
No, I can't get away from the mic that much. That's the problem. Because if I do that, then there's nothing. Then it's just an instrumental.
Then it's just it's awkward up here. Help. Making family life work on the road. How do you balance that?
You know, when you find that out, I'll let you know. It's hard. You know,
it is hard.
You look for Wi-Fi a lot more. You know.
Do they understand that? Not really.
Not really. You know, I mean, I think it's actually like, you know, you do like the FaceTime and the Skype thing, but really it's just for you. Like for them, I don't think it's beneficial. You know, it almost sometimes it makes it harder.
Yeah, because they hear your voice, but they don't know why you're not standing there.
Like why you can come home kind of thing.
Thoughts of taking them with you, or not yet? Or
we're in a van right now, and, so probably not. Not for a very long time.
Not going to be the Osbournes.
God.
Oh, hey, speaking of reality TV, what are you watching now?
I haven't watched anything for about a month.
Well, because you're on tour.
Yeah, I'm on tour. But I'm excited that that Homeland started again, and what else? There's something else that I'm excited to take. There's Walking Dead.
Oh, you're watching that? That's like a big deal at Con every year.
What's that?
That's a big deal at Comic-Con every year.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Every display. It's comic.
I feel like it's done pretty well. I don't like Carl, and that whole relationship bugs me, but I want to see where it goes.
Cool. How do you keep your stomach healthy, since you said all you do is get stomach aches? What do you eat when you're on tour? Granola bars?
It depends. Like, I'll find something that works, and then that's all I'll eat for like a month and a half. Cliff bars usually are alright. There's just also this this gluten-free one that's great. But at the same time, it's like, oh man, I just want a sandwich or something.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Bread. Well, bread is the way to go, I think, for stomach issues.
Yeah. Sometimes. But I think if you overdo it too, that affects me as well. So it's like
sucks.
Peanut butter and jelly usually works.
Peanut butter does not work for me anymore.
No.
Nope.
Yeah.
Opposite.
I think anything that's delicious, if you eat too much of it, then you're pain, basically.
Then Cheetos are gonna make you die, basically.
God, no.
Phase 2. What's next after this tour?
I don't know. I have some songs in my head.
Cool. You gonna bust them out?
Not
Maybe?
tonight.
Not tonight.
No.
Not ready.
They're only in my head.
Still percolating.
They've never come out of the head yet. One of them has, but I don't know about it yet. But as far as the immediate future, we're playing with Alpine Trio.
Okay.
In October.
Oh yeah, I hate you. I can't believe you're fucking going to that. Those tickets sold out in 3 minutes.
I can imagine. Yeah.
Fucking A.
That's the only way I could get a ticket, so we could play it.
Lucky asshole. Fuck you.
What we're doing in UK after that.
And you're doing Home for the Holidays. How fucking great are the damn Bouncing Souls? I love that damn band. I go every year. They're amazing.
Yeah, that was the thing too.
And they're really good dudes too.
Amazing.
They're like the salt of the earth.
They really are.
They don't know they're famous.
No.
And they just fucking pull it out. 30 years? They're 30 years.
That sounds a long time, but maybe.
What's your favorite album?
It's weird. It has changed as I got older, and I didn't think it was going to be my favorite, but I think my favorite is How I Spent My Summer Vacation.
It's all about Anchors for me.
Anchors Away is unbelievable.
It's a fucking masterpiece.
It really is. But I don't know. For some reason, I'm gonna go Summer Vacation.
That is just loaded with hits, basically. It's just like a fucking
Anchors?
Yeah. No. Summer Vacation is just hits. It's just like every fucking great song they play.
It's such a feel-good record.
It is.
It really is.
It's happy.
Anchors. I mean, they don't have a bad record, but if I had to put a star on one, I don't know why.
They told me once that they did that. It was like happy, fucking really damn depressing. Okay, back to happy, because that was hard on them. That was a.
Imagine, yeah.
Okay, so you had mentioned, I think, that there was a weighted video and also a Body Snatchers video that were going to be movies. Is that ever going to happen?
Oh man,
You told me.
I said that.
You did years ago. You said that was a movie that was going to happen.
A movie
that you did with your friend.
Of Body Snatchers?
Yeah. And you also said wait, it was supposed to be longer.
Alright, well, Body Snatchers was, yeah. There was, it was written, we filmed a lot of stuff. It'll probably never see the light of day. Because cohesively it couldn't work into something. We didn't have enough funds or enough.
Can't you kickstart something like that?
I don't know. I think the story of Body Snatchers is still very interesting to me, and it's funny. I actually talked to my friend John about it a little bit, and it's a strange concept because in order to tell the story and keep people understanding how people are out, the souls are jumping, you would have to. It's a difficult process. Is that something I would like to chase at some point? Possibly. But right now, I'm thinking about another video for this record.
Okay.
And
which one do you think? Can you tell?
I actually just had a conversation with the label about it, and I wrote 2 treatments. I wrote one for Stage 4 and one for Prettiest. I think the one for Prettiest is stronger, so I'd like to do that, but I think it's a bit aggressive for the budget that we have.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
What's with the horror? You just love Stephen King, or?
I always have. I mean, I think
Me too.
That goes back to being a kid. Like that's how I bonded with my dad. Was like music. And
Me too. You like really old blues, right? Did your dad turn you on to that?
Oh my god.
My dad too. Fats Domino is our man, and he still plays. I think I'm going to take my dad for his birthday next year if he goes.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Do you have any of that influence in your music now? Do you see it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I do. I think there's certain songs like the whole ending of Stitches, I am the seventh son, I am the setting sun. Like that's seventh son is
Nobody knows what that is unless you listen to Iron Maiden.
I mean, you go back to Muddy, and these are just lines or statements that have been made. It's like the oldest statements in the blues book. So like there's little things here and there. I don't know if musically, I mean, I feel like that blues structure is so recognizable that it's hard to do that and have it not sound just like everything that's been done. So in that case, like I see it, but I don't know if you can necessarily be like, oh.
If it translates. Yeah. Your parents are fans of yours, aren't they? That's so fucking cool.
Yeah.
Your mom was at the show in Jersey, right?
I did.
They like what you do? They understand it? They don't think it's noise?
Nah, yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. Like, my mom's been around it because my dad was always in it. My dad's always been around it. My grandfather was in it. Like, so we've always been a musical family in that respect. Like I remember, like when my parents split, I would go see my father on the weekends. Like it was either I would go see my grandfather play at the speakeasy, or I'd go see my dad play at some, either like.
Your mom let him take you to a speakeasy when you were a little kid?
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. It was like. When you think of it, like it was a restaurant, but it was like it was total like prohibition era, like speakeasy, because like it wasn't on the road. You had to go through like the forest, like this private road, and you get in there, and then there was like a restaurant, a dance floor, and a bar, and that's what it was.
And he was like, "No, we were just eating a hamburger."
Yeah, and I would go with my grandmother, and you would hang out there to like if you stayed up really late, you could go with the band to the diner after, and that was huge.
That's fun, yeah.
So like those are like that's when I knew that was just what we did, So like. I had to do that eventually.
Do you want your kids to play, or are you hoping they don't?
I want them to play. I don't want them to make it their life. I feel like if I could go back, I probably would have had a backup plan. But I didn't want that for myself. But I mean, and I'm sure my father wanted the same thing for me. I mean, he said it. I don't want you to do this. It's the worst, and it fucking is.
So I'm a fucking bad parent because I tell my kid, "Go for the music, fuck college."
No, I mean. You want them to be passionate. You want them to do something they're passionate about, that they believe in, that they want to do in their hearts. But I think when you're in it, you see how gut-wrenchingly heartbreaking this is, and that's what you don't want to do.
It can be.
It really can.
It's hard because first of all, the lifestyle's hard. Second of all, getting attached to bands is hard. I mean, you're with your brother-in-law right now, so probably you can't divorce your brother-in-law, but...
But you see stories about that.
Yeah, it happened. Oh, shit.
Okay.
Doors? Okay. Well, let's do one more.
We can still talk.
All right. You're going to get swarmed. They're going to come over here. Like you know that, right? Like bees.
Do you have bank? I need bank.
I'm going to get it.
Okay.
Okay, you compared the live interpretation of songs, like translation from book to a movie, but actually movies are usually not as good as the book, so how do you feel?
I mean, I feel like, I think that's just my way of comparing them. They're two separate things. Not necessarily one being better than the other. I feel like if you want to hear, the record, then you listen to the record. If you want to experience the song and just, have this, more feel the energy of it, then you need to see it live. I don't think I think it's like an adaptation.
Do you have a favorite? Do you like one? You feel that one translates best live for you?
I feel like it's also different. I don't know if it's better or hours.
Depends on the day.
Yeah, and also here's the thing you have to understand is like these songs were written and recorded without a band at all. I never played the songs live, and that's very strange for me because usually that's how I figure it out is you get 5 guys in a room, 6 guys, however many, you turn up to 11, you play the song, and that's how the song's written. That's all right. Now I know how to record it. This
nice Spinal Tap reference. Thank you.
Yeah, well,
slip that in. Did anybody ever catch the Jawbreaker reference, or was that just me?
I don't know.
You even say you've heard that line before.
Right. Yeah, I don't think
the fan base is young. You got to turn them on to Jawbreaker. Fucking great band.
So. I hope I did.
Help them out.
The intent. As much as also needed that line. You know what I mean? To me, it's also a throw to Face to Face doing that with the Descendants in Hope. Using that, you don't know what anyone else can use to find out. So, like, I actually quoted that. I think, like, I had seen the Descendants. I posted that, and I wrote that line. It's just a fantastic line. And someone was like, "Oh, Face to Face."
What a great fucking band! It's such a shame. I can't. Why do all the great lead singers die? Don't die on us. Try not to die on us. So, you're off to Britain. Then you're off to home for the holidays, right?
Right.
That's it. You're done.
Alkaline. UK, home for the holidays, and then I think we're probably going to do a headliner for early next year.
You're going to do here, there, somewhere else?
I think here first, and then probably try to do like Europe or something like that. I would like to hit Australia at some point. We just got to see.
Do one of their festivals.
I would like that. It's so hard though. I mean, it's such a DIY project that it's not even funny. Like it's financially, it has to make sense to actually.
Of course, you have to make it at least okay. If you can't have a black line, you have to at least have an even.
Hey, that's the thing.
Sorry, I'm an accountant. So let's see. I don't know how much time we have left. Does it get frustrating when people... Wow, you are dark as fuck. Does it get frustrating when people ask you about your former projects when you're trying to promote this one?
No.
No, you don't mind?
I mean, I think the frustrating part comes in when it's a compare and contrast kind of thing. Some comparisons are
the comparison is annoying, yeah.
But the ones that are just, like, lazy are frustrating. It's
like what? What? Give an example of what's happened that you felt
like a lazy one. I feel like is not listening to the record or the new project on its own merits and just being like, oh well, you're in this band, so of course it sounds like that. So
I don't personally think any of your stuff sounds like anything else. They're all different.
I feel like each project has its own life, and even if we were to like, which we would never do, even if we were to cover My Chemist, it's not going to sound like My Chemist, the people that were in that band. So I think that's a lazy comparison. I could see somebody being like, oh well, I see guitar lines.
Is there an obstacle to coming from a really commercially successful band back down here? Is there a do you feel people react a little differently? Or is it a benefit?
People can make it weird.
Yeah.
I don't feel weird about it, but when someone goes out of their way to make you feel awkward about it, then it's
to alienate you for it?
Or sometimes people just don't know what the fuck to say, so they say the dumbest thing that comes to their head. You know what I mean? And that's people forget that we're all just human beings, and sometimes, and this is our, if I just meet you, as a human being, that's my initial reaction, my first impression of you, so you could just say hello, but you decided to say something offensive. And why?
You had spoken about that, right? You were saying some people on Twitter just say the worst thing they can think of to try to get attention.
Yeah, and it's really just so that you notice it. That when you think about it that way, it's very sad. But I get it. But I think we're in this generation now of kids. Some kids don't know the difference between good and bad attention. They don't care just as long as somebody can acknowledge their existence.
What's the worst thing that's been said to you? Can you say?
I don't know. I think it's when they attack people that you love or something like that. That's the worst.
That's hard.
Yeah. But you have to come to understanding that there's some asshole.
Yeah, but you want to keep them out of it. It sucks.
Yeah, and that's the thing is just.
Yeah, we're done.
Alright.
I'm sure they're okay. You know what? We're gonna wrap up. You got fans to go meet. You're dark as fuck, but hey, thanks for your time, Frank. We will let you know when this posts.
Alright.